When Steel talks, everybody listens.
This is When Steel Talks, and we're really pleased to have the opportunity to touch base and chat with Mr. Dalton Narine. He is in town in Brooklyn, New York, for the screening of Masked Man, a film of world-renowned artist and carnival designer Peter Minshall. So you're a panist with one N.
That's right.
And also a pan historian. So welcome to When Steel Talks. We're really pleased to have the opportunity to touch base with you. And welcome back to New York, because you've spent a considerable number of years here, even though now you call Miami
30 years,
home.
that's right. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. I'm a fan of When Steel Talks, a late fan, and it's an honor to talk to the other fans out there.
Okay, so let's focus first of all on the topic of your visit here to New York, your labor of love, the film called Masked Man, based on Peter Minshall. Why Peter Minshall as the subject matter?
Yeah, I was asked that question a couple of times, and some people in Trinidad, that's a pet peeve with them. Why Minshall and not me, or why Minshall and not so and so, you know? I met Minshall in 1976 when he first was doing Paradise Lost. And the reason I was intrigued was I had done that for exams and for literature. And Milton's Paradise Lost was the book we were studying. I mean, you know, inside out. And I said, no, that you can't make a mass out of that. And so I actually went down and said, are you the guy who was doing this band called Paradise Lost? And he says, yes, I am. This is he. That's what it. And I said, well, the reason I'm here is I just came in from Miami. I just wanted to see who this person was. Yeah, so I met Minshall at the Mass Camp in Port of Spain. He was doing the band for the Lee Hyungs, LC and Stephen Lee Hyung. And he was the designer of the band.
For Paradise Lost.
And so he said that, well, you're in the right place. If you don't think that I can produce a designer band around Milton's Paradise Lost, then I'm here for the next 2 months. You can join me. So now I'll be back and forth. So that's what I did. And the last 2 weeks I didn't go to the camp at all. I just wanted to be surprised. And then I saw this band on the street, and I stood on a wall on the Rice Road, and I saw it coming down, and I just couldn't believe what I did. It's the most fascinating thing. As a matter of fact, I've always thought it was the best band that Minshall has ever produced. His version is River. And until I saw Tapestry, and the interesting thing about Tapestry is that Paradise Lost was, I came out from the Bailey era, George Bailey.
George Bailey.
Yes, and so Paradise Lost was completely different from the encyclopedic mass that Bailey was bringing. And this was more theatrical. And so when I saw Tapestry, I saw the traditional, well, Minshall was doing traditional, even Paradise Lost, he used traditional characters. So, with the imps and the devils and stuff like that. And because I'm from behind the bridge, and so foreigners who don't know what behind the bridge means, is the senior side of Port of Spain, you know.
But where everything begins.
Yeah. Well, don't tell that to invaders people, because it's the whole thing about Pan is that there's so many different stories. It's like a meteor coming into Earth, and then you see all these little flashes, and it's invaders over here in Tokyo there, and everybody says, well, I was part of this meteor, you know. So it's just why I call it the nativity of Pan, because it's serendipitous, you know. You stumble on it, and one guy got a little piece, another guy got a little piece, and you know, now it's standardized. But coming back to Minshall, the reason I'm in Brooklyn is to screen Masked Man, which won the best documentary at the Trinidad and Tobago International Film Festival, and that was a stepping stone to a festival in London and a festival in the Bahamas, and now it's taking me to Wales and back to London again. And from there, I don't know where else it will go. But really, I want to get it on television. So I just want the Caribbean people to see what's going on. Because people hear about Minshew lists. So, some people saw him in the Olympic Games when he was doing. He was an artistic director of 3 Olympic Games. He's the first guy that did it at night in Barcelona, and so he's a renegade in that sense. You know, he's always first to do this, and I thought that was good enough for me to do a documentary on him, because I had done one, the Minshew trilogy, River, right. Callaloo, Calabash, and it won an award. I submitted a VHS tape, and they said, you know, they called me, I was working at Ebony at the time, and they called me in Chicago and says, listen, you just submitted a VHS tape, and this is a film festival.
When Steel talks, everybody listens.